All right, Kodash, 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 Adonai, Elohim, Sabaoth, which in Hebrew means holy, 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 Lord of hosts. Yahweh Vaheh, which correlates with those four syllables, meaning divine masculine, divine feminine, divine masculine, divine feminine, because Yah signifies the Father who art in heaven, Abba, the architect of the universe, the creator, life force, as well as Hey correlates with divine feminine, which is the mother nature, the womb of the earth, 360 degrees, where mankind was created, molded, shaped, formed, and dwells. Va is mankind itself, because in the beginning Elohim said, let us create them in our image. Key words of that passage is us in our. That lets you know the plurality of Elohim, said let us create them in our image. Mankind, which means male and female. And then the last Hey deals with divine feminine, which is Ana, Chokma. Ana is the opposite of Abba, which means mother. Chokma on the 10 Sephirat, the Hebrew Sephirat, the tree of life, deals with wisdom. Wisdom also deals with Akasha, which is ether. Everything it is, was, and will be. And wisdom, you learn, you experiment to get experience. You learn through trial and error. And it's a spirit that dwells on earth, and it was in the beginning, and it is in the end, and it is in the beginning, past, present, and future. And it's passed down through all of us in DNA memories. Some people have junk DNA, which is, but make a long story short, what I'm trying to get at right here. Tonight, I'm going to show y'all a basic, simple healing ritual. You can call this a prayer, you can call it an affirmation, or you can call it a spell. A spell is just something that you reflect your intentions on. You have a desire in your heart, you conjure up the feeling and emotion, your intention, what you are directing it towards, and then you put it together in syllables. So the healing ritual, which means right, or something that you do consistent in repetitions, becomes a ritual, becomes your daily normal thing. So I'm going to show y'all how to heal using sound and simple elements of earth, water, fire, and air, and sound, This one, I wrote it myself through a combination of things, I got a piece of it from, I heard somewhere else, but I added on to it. I remixed it, and I think mine's is better. So let's just get right into it. All right, the first thing you're going to need, real simple. You get a bowl of water, you want to get fire, candle. The key is you want to have a white candle. You either can have a white candle because white candle is neutral. You can have a blue candle because blue, it correlates with healing, as well as green. Green, just like you see the northern lights, the aurora borealis, that comes from solar flares and solar flashes, and anything that comes from solar deals with soul. But that ether, just like the heart chakra, look, heart chakra is green, right? Your heart pumps blood. Blood is plasma, which is ionized gases, and ionized gas is ether. Like I said before, if you rearrange heart, you'll get the word ether. You rearrange earth, you get the word ether. So, and that green is pure energy. You know how people say that your blood is blue before it hit the air and then it turned red? Well, it's actually green, But, so green candle for healing, blue candle, or if you don't have either one of those, get a neutral candle as white. All right. See, this is just for basic. You want to always get fire, a candle, because fire signifies spirit, That's the eternal flame, Once you light a candle, it connects to all the energy sources on the planet. The sun, the the eternal essence of yourself, everything. Fire is spirit, and fire is also called Nathaniel. The angel Nathaniel deals with fire. You know, each one of the elements, they have a specific name or correlates with a specific angel. So then, if that's just the basics. If you don't have a singing bowl, see, I have a singing bowl. This singing bowl right here. So this is how I'm going to start this off, right? And I'm going to explain it as I go. All right. This is how it goes. And before you do this, you want to light a pine cone, or you want to have some sage oil. You spray the airwaves, spray all around. Bang, 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 bang. Or you could just take a pine cone. See, I collect pine cones on the ground when I go outside, right? Basics. I keep pine cones everywhere. They're free. They're given to you by the earth. Bang, you just get you a pine cone. Now, saying Kodash, 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 Adonai, Elohim, Sabaoth, which means holy, 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 Yod of hosts, you know, or El of hosts, you know, that is the prayer that the angels sing day and night to the Most High. And it's said to remove any negative energy that is in your vicinity by that sound vibrational frequency. So by lighting the sage, or pine cone or sage, it also clears the airways. The airways is the ether. You know how you ever been spaced out and you're looking around and you'll start seeing like little dust particles or little dots in the air? That is the ether. That is energy. It's always moving around you. It's in the air, the upper atmosphere. You know, it's on the ground. Ether is all around you. It's zero. What is it? What they say is 0 point energy. But these are the things. You either need sage or a pine cone. Clear the airwaves out first. Light you a candle. Preferably white is neutral, green or blue. Then we're dealing with sound. So you want to go in a quiet space, right? What I do is I take the sound bowl with the frequency. I carry these Pacific exercise crystals every day, which they're sprayed and anointed with oil, and I actually put them inside of this bowl, and when I'm praying and doing my affirmation, just vibrating these crystals, so they store the intention and the energy that I put out, you know. Once they consecrate, it means, that's what blessed means, consecrate, to solidify, to seal the deal, you know. You sigil, you seal it, your stamp of approval. You know, you put your intention into it. So your intention is energy. It comes from the electrons in your brain. You know, you'll learn that with the 9 ethers. You know, I got plenty of videos out about it, but this is how this simple sound vibrational frequency affirmation, prayer, or spell works. You go like this. My body is in perfect harmony. Every cell vibrates with radiant health, strength, and vitality. DNA, RNA, may every cell rejuvenate. If there's an issue, correct the tissues. May pure ether move through my eternal system. My soul is old. I'm whole in spirit. I create realities my intentions mirror. None ya te va mean be it. So mote it be. What I speak is what I get. Ashe, ashe, ashe. If you gotta pause the video to write that down, go ahead and do so. I'll say it again. The first part, you know, my body is in perfect harmony. Every cell vibrates with radiant health, strength, and vitality. I actually got that from somebody, but then I added on to it. That's when I said, my body is in perfect harmony. You know, and by touching the tips of your fingertips with your other ones like this, you know, that actually makes the blood circulate as well. So you say my body is in perfect harmony. Every cell vibrates with radiant health, strength, and vitality. DNA, RNA make every cell rejuvenate. If there's an issue, correct the tissues. May pure ether move through my eternal system. My soul is old. It's whole in spirit. I create realities. My intentions mirror. Nun ya te. Va min beyet. So mote it be. So mote it be. What I speak is what I get. Ashe. So now you see how the end part, I said nun ya te. Now look up here, nun ya te, right here. Nun ya te. These are of the Hebrew alphabet sound frequencies. So all of these are healing sounds. So I added in there nun ya te, which means cancels physical disease and death, and also suggests the possibility of immortality. Then you see va min beyet, used for physical and spiritual energy healing. And then you see how I said so mote it be. Basically, you solidified it. What I speak is what I get. So right here, as you see, these are all sound vibrational frequencies. The Hebrew alphabet goes Aleph, Beyet, Gamal, Dalet, He, Va, Zin, Hayet, Tet, Ya, Kaf, Lamed, Mim, Nun, Sameth, Ayin, Pei, Tezadeh, Quaf, Resh, Shin, Taf. So all of these are different sound vibrational frequencies. Let's go through them. Like I said, now remember the formation. Now, key days to do this on, you want to do these under certain moon phases. So a new moon reflects, expands your consciousness, learn about your shadow self, work with your subconscious dream work, let go of fears, change something, radically renew. Full moon deals with health, success, changing, consecrating objects, rituals, and general wealth, heart, and desire. Now, days that you would want to do that is on, you see, like a Thursday. Thursday deals with healing, good luck, expansion, good fortune, education, abundance, prosperity, and wealth. As well as Sunday. Sunday deals with employment, personal illumination, personal power, good health, energy, and success. As well as on Saturday. Saturday removes obstacles or limitations, lifting restrictions, removing debt, overcoming delays. So remember, the candle colors deal with your frequency. It deals with your chakras, your energy fields, removing bad energy out of the ether. You know, you're using sage or pine cone. Sound, just using sound in specific days and under moon phases. It's key to everything. Ashe, so mote it be. What I speak is what I get. Remember, my body is in perfect harmony. Every cell vibrates with radiant health, strength, and vitality. DNA, RNA, may every cell rejuvenate. If there's an issue, correct the tissues. May pure ether move through my eternal system. My soul is old, I'm whole in spirit. I create realities, my intentions mirror. Nun ya te, va min beyet, so mote it be. What I speak is what I get. Ashe, I'm out.